The Rotary Club of Robbinsville-Hamilton is celebrating its 30th anniversary with a series of videos highlighting some of its past accomplishments. 2012 to 2022, our third decade. September 2022 was a time to celebrate for the Rotary Club of Robbinsville-Hamilton as it marked 30 years of service to the community. With events in Hamilton and Robbinsville, the club looked back on a legacy of projects, service, friendship, and goodwill, planting trees and cutting ceremonial cakes to mark the occasion. Officials from our two communities offered their thanks for the club's work.
Because you all, as members, can see that lasting change, can feel that lasting change, are driven by that lasting change. And that's why this group is going to last another 30 plus years. Because those who come behind you are also going to see the good work that was done and have their own ideas, their own goals, their own ways to create that lasting change, that lasting improvement.
30 years, wow. 30 years of service above self, building, caring, loving, and inspiring our communities to give to others. Y'all have been very busy these past 30 years, creating beautiful things like Megan's Place, Miracle League Fields, and this beautiful gazebo. Robbinsville thanks you so very much.
The third decade was a time for building on the club's major activities and launching new ones. And as the decade neared its end, the club found ways to continue to meet and respond to community needs in the face of a crippling pandemic. Members even earned Club of the Year honors, largely for an 8-day effort organized by then-club president Bill Coleman to pack meals for the hungry when pantry shelves were bare and the need was great. The club made the necessary adjustments to not only ride out the pandemic, but to show its communities through porch drives and other actions that the club would not be sidelined by any set of factors, no matter how daunting.
Episode 2 of Rotary Club of Robbinsville-Hamilton's Bagels for Heroes.
Today we visited Robert Wood Johnson Hospital, obviously, the post office on Route 130, and the Robbinsville Fire Department. It's a small token, but it's still our way of saying thank you to these folks, keeping the community together. It's also our way of supporting a great local business, Caesar's Bagels, in Hamilton Township, who is our partner in this endeavor.
The pandemic also spawned a major club project, Flags for Heroes, a now annual event on the grounds of Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital in Hamilton. Residents and companies sponsor flags to honor heroes in their lives or in the community.
And one thing that COVID taught us was there's heroes amongst us in every walks of life, whether it be serving in the military or here at the hospital and the healthcare heroes we have amongst us, that there's always a hero in someone's life that you can recognize. And being able to have this Flags for Heroes program and show that appreciation that we have for the community, it's just very heartfelt.
Each year we have more than 300 American flags that grace this field behind me. And it is so poignant to see the community come out and support not just us, but their own heroes.
Each year, members are greeted with waves, shouts of encouragement, and honking horns as they put up the flags that fly proudly for a 2-week period in early November. Part of the flag's proceeds are used to send service members home for the holidays from nearby Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst. Members gave a boost to legacy projects, raising money to restore Megan's Place with a sold-out magic show, supporting its Brazil orphanage and trade school with a Rotary grant, and continuing to champion Miracle League through donations, raffles, and a Rota-Run. The club reinstated Police Community Service Awards in Robbinsville and Hamilton, honoring officers selected by their chiefs of police for their work in the community. The club also established annual service awards in honor of 2 beloved former members, Vern Applegate and George Prutke. An annual Dollars for Scholars raffle provides funds for college scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors. A special journalism scholarship recognizes the late Jim DeBold, who had one of the club's brightest personalities. The club, meanwhile, introduced new programs to provide those in need with basic necessities, collecting socks during Socktober and assembling winter survival kits for distribution by the Rescue Mission of Trenton and others.
It's been a wonderful relationship and a wonderful marriage between the organization and the club to be able to provide that for folks who come in our shelter in the middle of the winter with nothing, and it's cold and they're looking for something. We're able to turn around and say, oh, by the way, here's a kit that has all this stuff in it that was provided to us by these generous folks out at the Rotary Club.
The club has supported efforts begun by young people, providing pajamas for Lala and Mimi's Pajama Project, created in grade school by now college freshmen Lauren and Mackenzie Multari of Hamilton, and repeatedly filling the outdoor Sandro's coat rack near the Trenton area soup kitchen, started by a local teenager, Sandro Cunningham, in one of those years supplying coats that when stretched arm to arm would be longer than a 747 jet. An overriding concern of the club has been food insecurity, helping to meet the challenge by supporting efforts like meal deliveries for the homebound, Thanksgiving collections, Send Hunger Packing, and End Hunger 3.6. Through its foundation, the club has provided substantial contributions to benefit families, working women, supportive fathers, and those struggling with addiction. Along the way, the club's Friday morning meetings have featured interesting speakers who've shared their stories and knowledge with members and guests. The club has built a strong connection with the George E. Wilson Elementary School in Hamilton, providing books, a read-along program, and an annual donation of backpacks and school supplies.
Thank you so much, Rotary Club, for this amazing contribution. We are so grateful here at Wilson Elementary School. These may seem small to you, but they are very large for each individual child. We have close to 450 students that are going to be so grateful and happy for these materials that they would not have had on their own.
The club had its first official two-term president in Joe Bellina and a partial one, Tom Lanigan, who filled in for months of its predecessor's term. During his full term, he used his banking skills to put the club on a stronger financial footing. It's said that Rotary is about making a difference and having fun doing it. That's been the case for club members as they've shared laughs and interests at community events, social gatherings, weekly meetings, and installation ceremonies. The club has had a big presence at events like Hamilton's Oktoberfest, Robbinsville's Community Day, National Night Out, Walks for Mental Health, and other activities. In the holiday season, you'll find club members ringing the kettlebell for the Salvation Army. What brings club members back year after year, some for 30 years? What do they enjoy most about Rotary?
So being a member of Rotary is a big deal. It's being part of the largest service organization in the world that does amazing things like fight polio around the globe. But it's also being a member of a local club and gathering weekly with local business leaders, members of the community, and professionals.
For someone looking to serve the community, the Rotary is the best place to be. It connects you with like-minded individuals looking to do the same. And through the 7 areas of focus that Rotary prescribes, there's plenty of opportunity in different areas for people with different interests to find something that they like. We do so much good for the community. It is very gratifying, and I love our Rotary Club.
What do I enjoy most about Rotary? What can I say? It's been 30 years of my life plus. It gave me opportunities to do things that I don't think any other organization would have allowed me to do, such as Megan's Place and Miracle League Field. And it also allowed me to meet a lot of friends along the way. I met a lot of people that I haven't met before. I met a lot of business associates I would have never met before. So besides the networking and opportunities, I can't ask for much more than that.
The reason I joined Rotary was because when I retired from the Rafferty administration, I missed not being able to have the dealings with the community and the citizens, and I was offered by my uncle to join Rotary so that I could get back into dealing with citizens and being a part of the community.
Really, what I like most about Rotary is just the way we can help people. Projects like we're doing today, collecting food for children who don't have any food on the weekends. And it's to the point where one of the people were telling us that he asked the little girl if she had any breakfast, and she said, no, it wasn't my turn. And you can't not stop but help, and that's what Rotary does. And we help each other. It's just a fun organization.
My favorite part about being in Rotary is being hands-on with collecting food and collecting diapers and backpacks and supplies. Gets me closer to the community in that way.
What I like about Rotary is how the club pulled together during our pandemic, got together, and under the expert leadership of our past president, Chris Reitz, set up the Zoom video conference system, held our meetings remotely from our own homes, held a magic show, collected money for the local hospital's ventilators and masks, and even held our Christmas party as a remote bring your own dinner. So all was a great success, and we still use Zoom today.
So what do I like about Rotary the most? And I think the most is that there are so many opportunities to help people locally. We had someone from One Simple Wish today helping foster kids, to helping out our military people at the Joint Base, to helping people in Mercer County, New Jersey, the country, and the world. Rotary is all over the world, and it just heartens me to be able to raise money that's used to really help individual people. It's a wonderful thing.
I joined Rotary because I like the way that we put service above self, and we help various organizations throughout the community.
Okay, the thing I love the most about Rotary is the fact that it's like Cheers. You walk in the door and everybody knows your name and wants to say hello, and it's a great place to belong. I like having an opportunity to do for my community through this organization. They always come up with some great ideas and new things that help me feel like I am thinking about others instead of myself.
We appreciate the club presidents who led us through a time of growth, initiative, and adjustment. Thanks for watching, and for more information about the Rotary Club of Robbinsville-Hamilton, visit rhrotary.org.